The following program is for entertainment and educational purposes. Anything taken out of context is your own fault. The following program is not sponsored. The following host does not sound like this in real life.
Omito for the beat.
Just a second, guys. Y'all hear that? Y'all can't actually, but it's the rain. The rain. It's currently raining right now. Anyway, guys, welcome to another episode of the Waddy podcast. Here we go. We again back here. Wes back again. No monologue today. I hope life has been treating you kind. I hope life has been good to you. I hope it's been a blessing. Welcome to everybody listening on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Prime, iHeartRadio, Apple, and YouTube, wherever it is you're from. This show's on a lot of platforms, so I kind of forgot. But anyway, I want to welcome you guys, and I'm so glad that you all are here today. Anyway, real quick, we are in the mid-season. We're here. I mean, no real monologue that you guys don't already know. So anyway, guys, no further along. Nothing really exciting happened. No need to say anything. I just hope that you were good, and I'm so glad you're here. So anyway, let's get into it. Everybody knows our theme for the season is love. Last week we were discussing on hateration. How to love the people who hate you, and I told y'all it was gonna be a two-part vlog. Two-part like topic or whatever. So here we are. This one is kind of on how not to be a hater. By the way, this is sponsored by ginger ale. I think a conversation is great with ginger ale, and ginger ale tastes good. So there's that. Anyway, guys, so I was telling you guys how to love the haters. There's a bunch of different elements that go into it, and some we might retouch on today. I have not watched the episode, so I really don't know what I told you yet. So I'm really recording the episode based off of faith. Anyway, guys, so but today is gonna be don't be a hater. Now, just because you love the haters, don't be that person. Don't be the one who hates back. Hate is a strong word. Hate is strong word. Personally, nobody has done anything to me that bad where I could really say I hate them. There was a situation. I take that back. Hold on, God. I don't even want to front right now. There was a situation where I hated the people involved, but I've healed from that, and I realized I'm wrong. I don't need a hate back, okay? Because hate and hate don't go together, okay? Hate and hate is gonna make more hate, and it's gonna make more chaos, and it's gonna cause more vengeance and revenge and evil, and who wants to spread hate out in the world? And that's what I'm here to talk to you about on today. How not to spread that hate into the world. Don't be that person. Okay. I want y'all to know that in most cases or whatever, words and actions can hurt people. It happens to people. Personally, me, I don't care. You can say whatever you want to about me. My life is gonna go on, and I'm happy within myself. I'm happy within me to not listen to people like that, or the person I don't want you to become. A hater. Look, we all have life. We all have things. Most of you work. So some of you are bums. Some of you are in school. Some of you are too young to work. Some of you are too old. Some of you are retired. Some of you do things. Well, however, we all have things. We all have different things that we want. Different things that others. I don't know if you guys have people that have things that you want, but my suggestion for that to be is to work and get your own. But don't be a hater just because they have certain thing or a certain people. Let me explain, okay? That person that you possibly could hate on, could very much be the person who works, gets their own job or whatever, but and then has all these happy, fancy things that you hate on, and then you realize they're not happy. I think I said this somewhere this season, something like that, but they're not happy. I told you don't listen to them. You know what? I forgot. I didn't even watch it yet. Anyway, wait, don't be that person. Don't be that person who's gonna hate on somebody because they have something or someone that you want. Hey man, listen, there are plenty of fish in the sea, okay? Like, if you want to take it by men and women, okay, there are plenty of fish in the sea. Just because you don't have the girl that your friend has, or the nigga that your friend has, whatever, life goes on. Deal with it. There's a 9 times out of 10, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, when you look at one person and you attracted to that person and you want that person, 9 times out of 10 there's somebody who looks better. Just saying, like, you can do better. Most cases, there's probably about 1, 2, 3. All of them is kind of equal. Well, no, they aren't. Anyway, there are some prettier than others. I was about to say that in my case, I know some can't beat pretty. Like, it's pretty, and then it's like, you can't top that. Like, you just can't. That's just somebody I know. People I know. 3, 4, 5. Somebody. Anywhere. 6. It don't matter. Anyway. Wait, guys. Yeah. You shouldn't want what nobody else wants. I don't think that's I think jealousy is an ugly trait. And I think jealousy shows more than materialistic things. I think it shows in friendships. I think it shows in relationships. I think it shows in family ships. I think jealousy can show a thing, and I think that can cause a whole big ruckus too. And what I mean by ruckus is, let's take family, right? Family, I really believe this, and I probably experienced this, but I don't personally care. Family favoritism, that's real. That's a topic that, all these things I'm going to discuss today are different elements on how not to be that person, okay? But yeah, family hate, family favoritism, that is real. And that causes more hate in families, which is why typically families can't really get along. Families can't really get together like they used to. I mean, after grandma's died, they don't really get over. Some of them do. I take that back. Not all of them. Now, mind you, this is just statistically. But it happens. I mean, your family might be that type of family where they can discuss and they can have talk and they can get together still, which is great. I know some families like that. 2, 3. I know some families like that who can fuss and argue and then end up right back. Good morning. Love you too. That type thing. And then there's some who hold grudges for months and years over some BS, over some crap. Don't be that person. Don't be the person. Don't in a nutshell, honestly, y'all. Don't be the person that you wouldn't want to. Don't be the person that you wouldn't want somebody else to be to you. You know, like, don't be that hater and then comes a hater and you hate that hater who's hating on you. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be you don't want to be an example of what you said or sowed or spoke out, like say like this, y'all. If I speak like me, okay, let's just use this as an example, okay? All this is gonna click together, okay? Y'all know I start out spotty and it'll go in circles and then I'll get into it and then we end it, okay? Just bear with me, okay? Now, let's just say hypothetically, I'm speaking about parenthood, right? I'm over here just dissing parenthood right now. Man, toys cost too much. Man, you gotta do this for the kid. You gotta do blah, blah, blah. And then I mess around and get got. And then I become a parent. Guess what I'm doing? I'm eating up the words that I done spoke. Everything I done said and done came right back to bite me. What goes around comes back around. I just want you to know that. Wherever you are, wherever you can, wherever you're from. What goes around comes around. Might not come back right then. It might come later. Might come years later. Might come so later that you don't even remember that, and it might not click in your head at some point in time. But still, the point is, I dissed something, and then I became the same thing I dissed. I'm trying to think in my personal life what it is I have become. I'll tell you exactly what it was. As a matter of fact, when I was in high school, right? I went to high school with this dude. I'm not gonna name names. This is not the exposure show. This is basically how I ate up my words. Okay, and I didn't realize it till after the fact. There was this dude, straight dude. Now he was a straight dude. He used to hang around women all the time, and I used to be like, man, get you some guy friend. You know, high schoolers. You know, they say dumb things. You know, man, do something with your life, man. This dude fruity, whatever, blah blah blah, right? I was gonna say other words, but then I realized I don't want to do that. Anyway, I used to diss him to myself. I never actually went to his face, which was a punk move, because if you're gonna talk about somebody, say it to their face, right? Exactly. So anyway, I had said some things about it, right? I was like, man, he hang around a bunch of girls. He need to go and hang around some dudes and blah 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 blah, right? Okay. Fast forward time. After I graduated high school, my circle is full with the women. Not like attracting to them, but it's like it's actually grown in me that it fulfills me. That, because some women don't like to be around girls all the time. Sometimes the women want a dude perspective, Anyway, point is, I became what I dissed. You don't want to become what you dissed. That's why it helps not to sow hate, not to spread hate, not to become hate. Don't become hateful. I know it can be hard when somebody does you wrong. Somebody had did something to you. Somebody dissed you. Somebody did you dirty. Somebody took something that you wanted. Somebody took a park. Somebody took a park. Took a girl. Took a man. Took a job. Took a role. Took some money. Took something did something to somebody that you love. I get that. But listen, y'all. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Because that person who's hateful, that person who done all that has a lot of mental issues in themselves, okay? Do you know how much... I don't know if y'all know this or not, but you know how much energy it takes to hate people? You know how much energy it takes to do bad? I mean, just think about it now. How much energy does it take to hate bad, to do bad? More energy than it does to do good. Just saying. When you do good, if you're not me, it don't take much energy. Now, the only reason I say that is because I put a lot of energy into doing good for people, right? It's good. Anyway, like I told my sister last night. The reason I kind of overdo things is simply because I don't want anybody feeling the way I have felt in my life, right? Sorry, y'all, this is good. It's the Walmart brand kind, I promise y'all. Anyway, I told my sister, right, if you're around me enough, you realize I tend to be a little happy. That's how I call it that. Happy-go-lucky dude. Not gay. Okay? Don't get that mixed up. Happy-go-lucky. Happy like, hey, yeah, it's a great day. It can be a good day. If you make it out to be a good day, it can be a good day. find joy in the little things and things like that. But anyway, and if there's nobody more extra, I'm more extra for than my sister, my baby. Yes, yes, I love her. I do, and I sometimes do much. And I told her, listen, you can tell me if I'm doing too much. No, I'm not gonna be hurt by that, because sometimes I feel like I do too much. To people, not like, oh, I'm tired of doing this. Oh, I'm tired of blah blah blah. No, I mean, like, it makes me feel so happy that I don't realize I'm overdoing it. And that tend to happen with the women too. But hey, that's why in the past. Anyway, but still, yeah, I told her tell me that. Then I really gave her a reason why I do it. It's simply because I don't want her, or anybody for that matter, to ever feel the way I do. Now, mind you, I don't have control over feelings. I don't have control over, how something or a certain situation made you feel. I don't have control over that, but I can definitely help you. I can definitely help you not become like, not this, like, stay in it. Not to sit there like me. I've been depressed. I've been sick. I felt alone. Felt weak. I felt empty. Felt bored. All these things. Nevertheless, I never lost focus of my goals. But as I say, I don't want nobody else to feel that way. If anything, all the mess I've been through, I can help somebody else. That's kind of the reason we go through things, to help somebody else. I hope y'all realize this or not. I mean, I hope you realize that one day, but life ain't fair, dude. Life is not fair. I realize that. Life's not fair at all. And that means to you, me, and anybody. It's not fair at all. Some things just happen. Everything happens for a reason, but some things just happen. And it's not fair, because some people really be good and go through some of the most trauma BS. Go through something they really shouldn't have gone through. Now, mind you, I don't know what they done before in their past, and I'm not judging nobody. I'm not gonna judge you because you did wrong. I'm not gonna judge you because you a good person. You go to church, you worship the Lord, you shout hallelujah and everything like that, and then you go back home, somebody done rob your house, and you catch the robber, and you done choke slammed him, and you over there just punching his face, asking, what you doing? What you doing in my house? Blah, blah, blah. And you about to kill the man? I'm not about to judge you for that. First of all, that's a reaction. Second of all, good job for catching him. And then third, I mean, that's your reaction. You did angry. That don't make you a bad person. Just because you do something bad, I'm sorry, if you're a good person and you do something bad, that don't make you a bad person. I just want you to know that. They really don't. And that's where judgmental people come. Don't be one of them people. Don't listen, y'all. There's too much hate in this world now. Don't be that person to spread more hate. Because the hate that you spread, first of all, love does go little. I learned this as I get older, and probably I lived it this week. Anyway, love is a lot more stronger than hate. It is, and it's hard to realize that, when the time happens and when it comes. But don't be that person. Don't spread more hate. There's enough hate in this world. Look at the world that we live in now. Look at all the mess that go through. Look at some of the BS that people go through. And when I say people, I mean of all shapes, sizes, and colors. I read something on Facebook that I need to delete the app of any freaking way, because it's just the same crap over and over again. Some point in time, probably by the end of next month, just for the sake of, because I'm bored. So I just kind of, scroll or whatever. I mean, it's news, but still. Anyway, wait though. No, I had seen something on Facebook that low-key kind of pissed me off, right? And this might get a little deep today, but low-key kind of pissed me off. Tell me why I happened just to scroll, and it was I don't want to say a daddy. I don't know if he was a daddy, or I don't know if he was like a boyfriend or something. But anyway, point blank, period, he raped a 2-year-old girl. And I low-key was looking at it. I was like, what is your purpose? What in your mental state thought that was okay? What in your mental state thought that you want to do something like that? Like, you think about it. The word is disgusting. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah. Disgusting kind of, for the lack of a better term, I'm going to say disgusting. Because, first of all, the baby is 2. She can't talk yet. She can walk, she can't talk. Her words have not developed yet. Second of all, I think he was like 20 something, 30 something. Think about that. What is your point of that? Yeah. What in your mental mindset said that was okay? Now you think about, first of all, she's 2. She ain't gonna remember it, but it's gonna come up as she gets older. And it's probably going to hurt her. It's probably going to affect her in life. Or that because somebody, and mind you too, I'm gonna just say this or not. This might not necessarily be hate per se, but he hated something to do that. I don't know if the baby mama pissed him off. I don't know if this nigga got mad because he didn't get no job or something. I don't know what happened, but you have to have the mental capacity of the mentally insane to do some crap like that. Okay? Now, mind you, that baby mama probably hate him. Mind you, this is kind of where the hate comes, okay, guys? Anyway, that baby mama probably hates him. Because, one, you mess with her baby. Okay? Only child or not, I don't know. I kid you not. I only had read the caption. And that was it. That was enough for me for all I need to know. No, because, yeah. Mind you, she probably hate, and she has that. Now, mind you, I'm not telling y'all this. I'm not telling y'all this, but she has that right to hate him in this moment. Because, mind you, y'all, sometimes the moments we go through, they're fresh. They can be a little fresh. They can affect us, in a decent amount of time span or whatever. So you have that right to. I didn't say that you couldn't hate the person. You shouldn't hate them. I think there's alternate ways to do it. You can dislike somebody's ways. Hate is a sin. Regardless, I mean, look, you were gonna hear about it some way somehow, but hate is a sin. But in a sense, you have that right to be upset. That's kind of where I'm gonna go for. You have that right to be upset at whoever it is that done you wrong. Whoever did somebody you love wrong. You have that right to be upset, mad, ask every question in the world, fuss, argue, shoot back, murder if you have to. I'm sorry. No. Don't say that. Lord forgive me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Okay. I don't want y'all to say I watched the Waddy talk and I went out and murdered somebody. See, I don't want to be that person. Okay. I don't want to spread that hate. See, I just did it. Now see how I just ate up my words in just that 30 seconds. Anyway, you have that right to feel how you feel. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, you have that right to feel how you feel, and it's okay to feel how you feel. Don't let nobody diss you. Listen, okay? When you angry, you don't want to listen to nobody. I can tell you that. I wasn't trying to listen to nobody. When I got in my angry moments or irritating moments, like, I don't want to hear it, but don't do this right now. Now, I was alright. I was irritated, but irritated sometimes can be this, and sometimes irritation can be this. Okay, just saying. It can be something, but still, you have that right to feel how you feel, though, guys. Like, and it's okay to feel how you feel. Like, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing that you feel how you feel. You feel how you felt, and then, but eventually, as time goes on, they say time heals. I don't really think so. I personally don't think so. I just think life goes on. I don't necessarily think that means you healed. I just think life goes on. But it does go on. Anyway, there's that. But you have that right to feel how you feel. And in that time being, you might need some time. Hey, first, you might need some time to get pissed off and angry. Then you won't need some time to process it, realize that it happened. And then you're going to need some time to heal. In all that, I mean, you healing either way, but still, like, you're going to need that at some point in time. And that's okay. You feel how you feel. and you heal how you heal. We go through things so we can help others. Maybe because of the outcome, and not just that situation, but any type of situation. I'm kind of off of that because that low key kind of made me mad. Anyway, depending on that situation, like you can heal from it, and you can help somebody else. Like you can help somebody else. Deal with, get out of that. I mean, help somebody else. Get through that situation. Like you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that one who spreads out that hate. But I'd highly don't recommend you guys do that. Like, don't be out there spreading no hate. Like, don't be that person. Like, listen, y'all. Love is stronger, okay? I know there are things that we do and go through. I know there's people who have you really messed up. But still, don't be that person just because they're that person. Mind you, if they're that person, they're doing it for a reason. Maybe they have some trouble at home. Maybe they have some trauma that they're not healed from. Maybe that somebody told them, maybe they got hated by somebody. It causes them to hate. Don't be that person. Spread love, okay? Mind you, it might not seem like that love is working sometimes. And it sometimes seems like it doesn't work. It's like you don't appreciate it. Don't be tired of being that good person, though. I would say, personally, like, limit who you spread it to. Not necessarily like people you don't know. Like, if you don't know nobody, be kind. But if it's like people your circle, because you're trying to protect your peace, yeah, absolutely. Like, keep that in mind. Like, limit who you spread that to. Because, I mean, look, and I mean spread it by, if you're like me and you like to be extra and spread love and all that, and you have all these ways that you do it, great, limit that. But if you're not me, you're like, I spread love but just by waving. You can wave. If the other person doesn't want to wave back or speak back, hey, that's on them. Let them hold that animosity and grudge and all that. Let them hold them weights. Let them sit there and hold it and let it weigh them down. Let them do that. You don't be that person. You be the person who loves people. You be the person that cares. You be the person that, regardless, that can help people. You can even help the hater. Believe it or not, that actually is a thing. I have done that. Yeah, I have done that. Now that I think about it. Not to say I'm perfect, but I'm just saying I have done that. But yeah. You could be that same person that can help the hater. That same person who helped you. Believe it or not, now this is very Christian and very much how life isn't fair sometimes, because you can be that person. That person that hates on you can be very much that same person that you end up helping, and then they realize, why are you helping me? Y'all don't watch TV or nothing? Like, y'all ever seen, like, try to think of an episode like Good Times, right? If y'all watch that, right? I think it was it him? Something. I think Michael had a bully. Those of us that actually watch that know who Michael is. Michael, y'all, is the little, like, skin boy that's like, I'm black, mama. Proud to be black. You notice how we in school and we ain't got no black textbooks and blah 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 blah. And said that Jesus was a black man or something like that. Anyway, I think he was helping a bully, or he had a friend or something. I think it was a bully. He had a bully, and he was like, "Why are you helping me?" Something like, I could be wrong now. I kind of remember the episode, but I kind of don't at the same time. But either way, he was helping him with homework. I think he wanted to cheat off the dude first. He wanted to cheat off of Michael, and then he was like, "Why are you helping me? Hey, I've been nothing but mean to you." And blah 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 blah. Urkel, that's who it was. It was Family Matters, dude. The dude needed a kidney. That's what it was. I'm sorry. Woo! I'm into it now. Okay. Family Matters, right? Steve had a bully, and the bully needed not a kidney. He needed something. He needed something health-wise or whatever. And he was like, "Why are you helping me? Like, why are you? I've been nothing but mean to you and this and that and blah blah blah. But why are you being mean?" And he's like, Steve says something like, because that's what friends do, something like that. He consider him a friend, regardless if he did or not. You see that? That is love. That is the fact that I think he probably said something like, because if you weren't here, you know, y'all watch TV and movies. It's like, if you weren't here, what am I supposed to do? Some people are made like that. Some people are made to be quote unquote frenemies or nemesis, but it's all love, you know? At the end of the day, you think about it. I really hope and pray y'all ain't the type of people who want to see the person who done you wrong dead or down like that. Like, you get fulfillment out of that? Think about it. You get fulfillment out of hate? Anybody that gets fulfillment out of hate, bruh, make it make sense. How you get fulfillment out of hate? How do you get fulfillment out of doing wrong? You know? What in your head says that's okay? What in your head is like, I want to do somebody wrong and it's going to make me feel good. You know, sometimes in the moment, I can be honest with you, but it's never fulfilled me. It never made me feel like, and if it does, y'all, I just want y'all to know something, okay? If doing people wrong and talking about people while they down, kicking a man or a woman while they're down, or dissing somebody because your life is messed up in every way aspect and you think it's perfect, but honestly it's not. If you get fulfillment out of doing stuff like that, doing evil and wrong, that is a freaking spirit. You have a spirit on you that needs to be prayed off. You have something on you. You have something on you and in you that needs to be prayed off, because that should not make you feel good. Doing somebody wrong, dissing somebody like that should not make you feel good. And if it does, you have the capacity of the special mentally insane. Okay? You need to seek help, because make it make sense. I get it. People do wrong. But if you get fulfillment out of, and when I say fulfillment, I mean, you wake up saying, it's a great day to do somebody wrong. Let's see. And you go in your black book or handy dandy notebook or your phone, your contact, your Instagram, Facebook, and you like, who am I going to do wrong today? What? Like, you think that. You wake up with that capacity, that mindset. Make it make sense. Don't be that person, bro. How does that make you feel good? How does doing something like that make you feel good? How does killing somebody make you feel good? How does hurting somebody make you feel good? How does any of that make you feel good? Think about it. I feel good when I do good. I feel good doing good to somebody. When I'm over there being extra, loving people, I think that's good. I get fulfillment out of that. You should see this big smile I have. When I took the girls to Maryland, DC, y'all watched the vlog. When I took them there and came back home, I had fulfillment. That made me feel good. That I reached the point in life where, now mind you, most days, I look in the mirror every day. I realize that I'm getting older and I'm proud of it. Life is slow. It can be, the days, they kind of move fast. But I realize, dang, my childhood really passed me by. And then I ask myself something. I look in the mirror, like I am now, at me, and I go, where's that 6-year-old? Because, mind you, I'm looking at the same person. I'm looking at the same person every day. I used to be 5 or 6, looking in the mirror, doing the exact same thing, looking at me. Got older, I'm looking at me. And sometimes I wonder, what happened to that person, that happy 6-year-old or 6-year-old that was like so fulfilled with life, so happy about it. So he believed the world was his. He believed everything was real. He believed things like that. Well, doggone it, I'm here to tell you right here and right now live on the Waddy Talk Show, he He's still here. Okay? He just grew up. He had some things happen. He had life. He had adult. He's an adult now. But he has that childlike fulfillment in him. And he has that childlike thing that wants to make people happy. Because, you know, as kids, and when you were kids, that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to make somebody happy. Right? I would hope. You was a kindergarten, coloring with them raggedy crayons. A picture for your mom to make her feel good. Or your dad to make him feel good. And it made you feel good to do something for them. What happened to that? What happened to that childlike innocence we all had? Most of us had. Or if you didn't, that's your own fault. What happened to that? What happened to that? Like, see that? What happened to making people feel good? Just because you grow up, that don't mean you got to turn into a bad person. Just because you grow up. Hell, life happens to all of us, dude. Life happens to everybody. Life happens to you, me. Look, life be lifing, okay? I wish some people would understand that. And when I say some people, I mean such as like people that sit in these high seats or whatever, or like a building management or a job or, you know, crap like that. I wish they understood that, but they probably lost their childlike innocence. And if you have, I suggest you go back and find it. I suggest you go find it and relate it back to Christian, you know, values and aspects. That's what I do. I don't mean like, you know, as you get older, the Bible says, old things gonna pass and new things gonna present. When I became a man, I put away childish things. Maybe I didn't, but anyway, yeah, became a man. But still, that means you know, as you get older, you trying to better yourself. I hope that's your goals. Like, y'all want to actually better yourself. You know, like become something in life, like do something in life, like that childlike innocence, yo. Think about it. Think about how happy you were. Think about this, guys. Okay, think about a person or something or someone. Right? Hold on. Think about like that. Think about a person, someone, or something that made you feel so happy at one point in time. It could be, okay, we can take childhood or whatever. Think about something or someone that made you feel like so fulfilled. Jesus, I'll tell you that much, makes me feel fulfilled now as I get older. But I have different vessels in life. Like, I believe that they're vessels. I don't know if they realize they're vessels or not. But when you speak good and positivity into somebody or into the world, like, that is a vessel. You are a vessel, okay? When you are trying to help somebody, you are trying to be kind to someone, that's a vessel. You are a vessel to something, to someone, okay? No matter who it is, if it's kids, if it's adults, if it's to old people, if it's to teenagers, if it's to a certain race, if it's to whoever, if it's to animals, you are a vessel, okay? Just so you know that. And I think that we should take that job a little more seriously. Like, become a vessel. Like, it's like you're speaking good into somebody. You're speaking positivity in somebody. That means that somebody is going to remember that for the rest of their life. Okay? Whether you spoke that and you two never ever speak again, they're going to remember that for the rest of their life. I do. I have people like that who remember, who have spoke good into me, and it's, you know, to an extent, I wish I kept contact with them. But at the time, I didn't have nothing but a dream. So really, what was I going to contact you for? And let alone, honestly, I don't think I was as mature then, like I am now. So really, I would have probably misused. You know, I'm man enough to admit that type of things or whatever. But anyway, I think that if you're really like speaking positivity, I don't mean like, you know, you're correcting somebody and they're doing good. You know, like you care that much about somebody and you trying to correct them. That's a vessel too. I think vessels are very much important. And those of you that don't know what a vessel's mean, think about in the body. Okay, think about blood vessels. So think about veins, right? Think about how they all work together, like to help you function in the process, right? That's a vessel. That's what you think about, like when you go to somebody, when you talking to, when you meet with somebody new. Let's just say you met somebody you never expected it, right? You never expected to be close to them or anything like that. And you speak positivity. I think that's a great thing. I don't think you should diss that. I don't think you should, like me, probably more of a vessel to children now, children and women, which means that kind of would make me like the perfect husband, low key, right? Just saying, but think about the generation that we live in. Anyway, yeah, like me, more connected to them because I can relate to both of them. I can relate to both sides of them being a dude and a woman. And hold on, being a dude and understanding why women, like don't really, most of them with common sense anyway, don't really, they get upset at these dudes. And I can understand why dudes get upset with these girls. And I can understand, being a dude. I'm a dude. Not to say I'm perfect. I'm a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Or kids, right? You think about it. I was once them. I was once like them. Innocent, thought the world was mine and everything like that. It can be. I think if you live in your own world and in the right way, that pleases God, I think you can be just fine. But anyway, like them, they were curious. Questions. They had questions. They want to be around adults. They don't want to be around kids all the time. Sometimes they want to sit with adults. Sometimes they want to be not necessarily in your face all the time. Sometimes they want to play. Sometimes they want you to read a book to them. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that can hate so much that you push away somebody. You don't want to be that type of dude now. Do you really want to be that type of person to really push somebody away? I mean, to really like sit there and be like, I'm good, leave me alone. Because you think about it. That person can heal you, I really think there are people in your life that come to heal you. And I think you should realize that before you realize it too late. Like, and even some that come to you while you're healed to break you down. But then that's why you have yourself and you got the Lord too to heal yourself. So sometimes you gotta be your own healer. With Jesus, Jesus is gonna heal you, and you have to stay on that right path. But some people come to be healed. Some people need a healer. Sometimes, like I always say on this show, you might be the one person somebody has. Okay, and if you're that one person, try to take that a little more serious. I didn't say life had to be so uptight and so just because you got a job and bills and mess like that. Okay, we all got that. Most of us anyway. Or yeah, but some of us have a lot of them. Not necessarily a lot, but we got enough of them. But anyway, yeah, don't be that type, but don't be so uptight to where you just like, life ain't fun. Life can be as fun as you want it to be. Life can be interesting. Life can be beautiful if you really look at it like a different way. If you look at it with love and not hate, or look at it with the Lord, which is God is love, and you don't know, and if you don't know love, you don't know God. You can say I know God and be the most hateful person out there and try to diss somebody and try to spread gossip and all this crap about them, or even try to go after them, hate them, try to mess up their lives or whatever. If you that type person that does all that, Lord forgive me, I'm thinking about people now. Please forgive me. If you that type of person, they're saying you don't know God. Okay, you can say I know God or whatever, I know what to do. Yeah, sure. Just because you go to church every Easter Sunday, or in some cases every Sunday. Okay, and you do this or you do that, or you went to church with your grandma, you read your Bible. Okay, but are you living it? Like, are you living that? Are you living love? I get it. Sometimes me personally, I feel like sometimes I feel like my religion is in vain. But not by everyday life. I mean by simply irritation. Like, I get irritated. Or even when I drive, Like, I feel like I get more. I feel like that kind of gives me like irritation too. Like, and then I start thinking like, you really drive like that and whatever. I don't be meaning nothing by it, okay, guys. I actually don't mean anything by it. I just kind of say it, and then I say it, and then I'm kind of like, I don't know what that person is going through. Like, honestly, ever since Grandma died, here come the people again. Blah blah blah. Say what you want to. Anyway, ever since then, I started to realize like, I've actually become the person now where I'm like, first I used to not care about what I had said. It didn't make me a bad person. I just didn't care. Such as like, look, none of these are real examples. This is just an example. Like if I seen somebody with nappy hair, and I'd be like, man, go get your hair fixed. Sheesh. Like, see, I didn't care then. And then like, as you grow older, mind you, if I said that, I was like in 4th grade. Anyway, as you get older, you say certain things like that. It's like, maybe they don't have time. Maybe they can't afford, the braids right now. Either way, like that. I started thinking things like that. That's an example. They're not real, but that's an example. So just saying, y'all, don't be that person. Don't be that person who hates. Spread love, okay? There is nothing wrong with love. There's nothing wrong. Now, mind you, I'm a dude, so it's hard for me to say I love you first, okay? Oh, I can sing it all day. I definitely can. And y'all already know. But still, it's way easier to spread love. It takes a lot less energy, believe it or not, y'all, to spread love. And that can be a simple way. That could be a simple bless you. That could be a simple you in the store somewhere and somebody need help with something and you grab it for them. That's love. Love comes in all different forms, size, shape, sizes, and forms, sizes, shapes, and colors. Like it's easy to spread more love than it is hate. You spread hate out there, oh man, you gonna get hate back. Like I told y'all, what goes around comes right back around. You go out there, spread hate, or start plotting on people or whatever. I had to realize that none of my plots actually went anywhere. Just so we know that they went absolutely nowhere. Matter of fact, the person didn't even realize I was plotting on. People didn't realize I was plotting on or trying to not necessarily murder nobody. Like I said, I'm not innocent now. Okay, I have grown. That's why I'm not ashamed to tell you things I have done or said, because you ain't gonna do nothing but judge me anyway. And if you are, great, continue judge me for all I care. Because guess what? I can admit I was wrong. I can admit I was plotting on people. They didn't realize I was plotting on. It was gonna come as a surprise. Let me explain something, okay, y'all? I wasn't raised like that. I was not raised to go back and plot on somebody. I was not raised to get revenge on somebody. Have I been taught it? Not really by my parents. I don't think by either one of my parents, either 4 of my parents, I have been taught, revenge and mess like that. Because they're not. I mean, regardless, that's not right. You're not supposed to go after somebody. You just kind of let it happen. You kind of either way. I wasn't taught that way, so that was the first thing. Second of all, I ain't got nothing. Look at me. I ain't got no muscles. I ain't got nothing like that. I just gained weight recently, and it's like that much. If you even want to call it that. But still. Third, I don't know what they're capable of. I know what I'm possibly capable of, but I don't know what they're capable of. I would have had all these plots and plans, plan A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. I would have had all these plans, but guess what? I never went through with them. I didn't have that type of energy. That's another thing. I don't have that type of energy. I don't have that type of time. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person who can sit there and spread hate on them people. I'm not that type person. And I don't want you to be that type person. I don't want you to be the one to be a hater. Don't be a hater. Be a lover. Let everybody look at you how they want to. Everybody can look at you differently. Everybody can look at you, man, that nigga a lover. He, whatever. Let them look at you that way. They can learn from you. Just so you know that. I hope y'all know that or not. Sometimes the people who's around you, they're watching you. You just don't realize it yet. Because, at some point in time, they'll come to you. They'll come and be like, how do you do this? Like, what makes you? What makes you, deep combos. I love a deep combo. I have great deep combos with 2 of my friends. 3 of them. 4 of them. Either way, I have great deep combos. I love deep combos. I love the fact that I can get to know somebody. Like, really, what have you been through? Why do you operate the way you do? And then go from there. Like, I love that. I want to be that type of person. What happened to the people like that? What happened to the ones where we get to know each other, Like, why be that type of person? And then learn how you can love somebody. Learn how to love somebody. Learn how you can be the lover, the person they might need. Because again, you might be the only person. Believe it or not, y'all, you can be that person. Think about it like this, and then I'm gonna kind of end this. Think about it like this. You meet somebody or somebody, and everybody go through silent battles sometimes. We all go through silent things we don't discuss, we don't talk about, because some of us don't have a safe place. I thank God that I don't know if I thank God that I am somebody's safe place. Somebody's more than one safe place where they feel like they can discuss, and I'm not gonna diss them or judge them or spread their business out in the world. Like, I thank God I'm that type person. And guess what? That's gonna seem soft to you. That's gonna seem different to you. That's gonna be like, man, that nigga weak. I don't care. Because guess what? I'd rather be that person than tomorrow I'm not that person, and then they mess around. Now they in the morgue or something. You see that? See that? You think about it. One conversation can change somebody's life. You might be that one person that can prevent somebody from suicide, or cutting their throat, jumping off a bridge. Either way, all this is death. Taking drugs, and I mean strong, heavy drugs, like overdosable drugs, or somebody who doesn't want to be here on the earth. You can be that one person that can really save them. Just so you know that. This is what I mean by life is not fair. You cannot be selfish, bro. You really can't. If somebody is like looking forward to, you need to take that into consideration. Me, think about all these kids. I got one little girl in particular. She loves me, and I love her, and it makes me happy. Her artwork is all over this house. Great. It's going to stay there. Them kids not going to be kids forever. And the same thing with adults. You're not going to be that same person forever. No. You're going to be something. You're going to do something. One conversation can change a whole life. Can turn that person around. That person can be suicidal and you have no freaking idea. You have no idea that person is on their last limb, wanting to hurt themselves, kill themselves because they feel like they don't have nobody. You can be that person they have and not realize it until they might come back. They might live and come back and tell you that. And then that makes you feel good. Think about the fulfillment, y'all. I wish to God y'all had seen, like, as I'm telling you this, I wish to God you could have seen the fulfillment I had when I took them girls to Maryland, and they got this opportunity and all that. The fact I was so fulfilled, that fulfillment made me so freaking happy. Made me realize, even though I crashed out the next week, made me happy and realize that wow, I'm that type of person. Now, mind you, we didn't discuss nothing like that. We didn't discuss like, deep combos or anything like that. But it was fulfillment. They felt safe around me. That was the thing. They felt safe around me. They felt loved. They didn't feel judged or anything like that. That was the point, or whatever. I can't say that for everybody. I don't know how I made everybody feel. I try to do good in life. And I want you to do that too. I want you to be a type of person. I know I'm not innocent. I know I haven't always done right. I was not born to doing right. Okay? Trust me. I just now, more so now at pushing 30, I'm trying to do right. And I hope and pray I'm succeeding by doing right. I mean, most days, anyway, I don't know what else I've possibly, and if I have, and like I told y'all too, if I've done something wrong to you, please freaking tell me. Like, tell me that so I can fix it. Tell me that so, cause it's not gonna make me feel good that I'm walking around, I'm living life, and you over there hurt by something I said. I'm not hateful, and I'm not a hater, and I don't want you to be that hater. I want you to love as much as you possibly can. We need love. This world needs it, probably more so now. First off, this whole world needs Jesus first. Jesus is love. So then, you have Jesus, you'll have love. You see that? And I know what love is. And regardless, and you know how I know? Because when I do wrong, I'm convicted. I am convicted, and I thank God for the convictions, because that makes me realize, hey, that's not right. Hey, you shouldn't have done that. Hey, you need to forgive either that person or yourself, or go and repent. I don't want to be that person, okay? I want to go to heaven. So whatever it is I got to do right here for the next 63 years, I'm going to do it. Just saying, y'all. Like, sheesh, we got to do right, y'all. Don't be no hater. Don't be that type of person don't be the person, like I said, don't be the person that you don't want somebody else to be to you. Move with love, and it's okay. And I don't mean like be in somebody's face, here come the hater, and then here come you. I don't mean be in their face, sorry, love you type thing, and they not even sorry. You hated me, but I'm a freaking love you. Like, you ain't gotta be in their face. You can wave. You ain't gotta wave. Really, you can forgive and move on. You probably won't ever see that person again, but forgive them. Forgive for you. Find peace. Choose peace. Peace is way better than sitting there and spread out hateful energy all over the place. Be that type of person, y'all. Be that person who loves people. Don't be that. Just be a person. Be a good, a good girl. Be dude. Don't be like no thugs. Don't be like no cheese and hoes and all this stuff, or ghetto, or redneck, racist. Don't be them type people, bro. Be a loving person. Jesus love, and you should love. So anyway, I hope you guys got something out of that. That was good. I think this episode was good. I really do, because that touched me too. And I'm the host, so you see how that works. Anyway, guys, look, as I said, I definitely hope you got something out of it. As I said, this season is love, and love is patient. Love is kind. I'm running out of patience, but I'll get it back at some point. I'm pretty sure I'll get it back. I have no faith in that. I'm just trying not to say or do certain things, So anyway, I hope you guys got something out of that. Excuse me. Out of that. You all know where to find me at, right? You can find me on Instagram at the Waddy Talk Podcast with my 16 followers. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for the support. I promise I'm going live. I keep saying it and I forget, because I record these shows late at night, or days I have to go to work the next day, so, which is kind of like now. Anyway, I hope you guys continue to move in love, or whatever. If y'all don't watch no more of this show, move in love, choose love, Anyway, but continue next week. We have, how many more episodes we got, y'all? Like 5 more? Let's see, 4 more, right? Yeah, we got 4 more episodes in this season, which is gonna be great. I think the last episode, so for this season, is really gonna touch you. Like I think it's gonna be good. Because it's gonna be, it's actually all like gonna click. It click. Like I really like this topic. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who tuned in on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, wherever this show is streaming at and playing at. Thank you for tuning in. I do see the numbers, but most of y'all tune in on YouTube because you want to see my face. So great. Anyway, continue, guys. Move in love, always, just to do it. I don't care how much it hurts to do it, y'all, because at the end you really gonna be glad you did. So thank you guys again for tuning in. I'm gonna do the same thing, and I challenge you to do the same thing. Choose love, choose peace. Don't be a hater, don't be the hateful one. Anyway, guys, so with all that being said, I do hope I see you again next week in this season. And as I say, y'all, continue to move in love. Jesus is love, is God is love, and that's how you can know God in love. Okay, I'm out.